Dear starseed, I know you have been feeling it in your bones lately, a stirring that comes from somewhere deeper than memory, like the ocean calling you home after a lifetime away from the shore. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius. And what you are sensing is not imagination. The Source has been patiently waiting for you to reach this exact moment in your journey, and now the portal for your complete DNA activation has finally opened. By the end of this message, you will understand why everything in your life has been leading to this precise point, and what happens when you step through the door that is now standing open before you. The restlessness you have been carrying is not confusion, it is anticipation. Your cellular memory has been preparing for this activation for lifetimes, and now the cosmic timing has aligned with your soul's readiness. Every challenge you have faced, every moment of feeling different or displaced, has been calibrating you for what is about to unfold. Think of a river that has been flowing underground for years, building pressure, gathering power. When it finally breaks through to the surface, the emergence feels sudden, but the preparation has been happening all along. Your DNA activation is not something being done to you. It is something you have been moving toward since the moment you chose to incarnate here. The portal is open now because you are ready now. Not because external forces decided for you, but because something ancient and knowing inside you has finally aligned with the frequency of your highest potential. The waters of Sirius carry this knowing, what the ancient builders by the Nile understood when they encoded these mysteries into stone. You did not stumble upon this message. Your activated codes recognized this transmission and guided you here, because your soul knows it is time to remember what you came here to become. And I am grateful you are here with me now. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That restless energy moving through your body like water seeking a new course. The sleepless nights where your mind races towards something you can't quite name. The sudden waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The feeling that something massive is about to shift, but you can't see what it is yet. You're not losing your mind. You're not falling apart. What you're experiencing is the unmistakable signature of a DNA activation beginning to unfold. The codes within you that have been dormant for lifetimes, lying quietly like ancient scrolls sealed in a forgotten library, are stirring awake. It's as if a cosmic alarm clock has chimed, reverberating through your very essence, signaling a grand reawakening. Your entire system is recalibrating, like a finely tuned instrument being adjusted to play a symphony of frequencies you've never before been capable of holding. This is not just a gentle hum, it is a profound energetic upgrade, a biological and spiritual metamorphosis unfolding from your deepest core, preparing you to embody a vastly expanded sense of self and purpose. Most starseeds mistake this phase for crisis because it feels like everything familiar is dissolving, crumbling around them like a sandcastle at high tide. The foundations of their perceived reality seem to be giving way. But dissolution is not destruction, it is preparation. It's the necessary clearing before new growth can emerge, much like a forest floor cleared by fire makes way for vibrant new life. The waters within you have to get turbulent, churning with old memories, latent emotions, and unprocessed energies before they can settle into their new rhythm and find their destined course. What feels like utter chaos, a storm unleashed within your being, is actually the most precise and intricate orchestration your soul has ever attempted, guided by an intelligence far beyond your current comprehension, aligning you with your highest timeline. That persistent aching in your chest isn't emptiness, it is expansion. Your heart, the very core of your being, is literally growing, stretching its energetic chambers to accommodate the immeasurable, unconditional love you came here to anchor onto this planet. It's an expansion of your capacity for compassion, for empathy, for universal connection, a flowering that prepares you to be a beacon for all. That confusion clouding your mind isn't a fog that obscures your path. It's the clearing away of programming, ancestral patterns, societal conditioning, and limiting beliefs that were never truly yours to begin with. Imagine it as spiritual deforestation, making space for the radiant sunlight of your authentic truth to penetrate. Those moments where you feel completely untethered, floating without an anchor in a vast cosmic sea, aren't evidence that you're drifting aimlessly. On the contrary, they are profound proof that you're finally ready to release the old moorings, to surrender to and trust the powerful current that has patiently been waiting, longing to carry you swiftly and safely home to your true essence and divine purpose. The ancient wisdom keepers, those who walked the earth with profound connection to the cosmos, understood what modern spirituality, often swayed by the pursuit of superficial comfort, frequently misses. Awakening isn't comfortable. It's not supposed to be a gentle stroll through a rose garden. It is a forging, a purification. The exquisite pearl, a symbol of beauty and wisdom, doesn't form in calm, unblemished waters. It forms under immense pressure, in the challenging darkness, through the constant gritty friction of transformation as the oyster heals a wound. What you've been calling your struggles, your trials, your moments of profound doubt and pain, the advanced Sirian teachings would lovingly refer to as your refinement. These are the alchemical fires transforming lead into gold, shaping you into the magnificent, radiant being you are destined to become. Every challenge is a facet being polished, every heartbreak a layer being shed, every moment of uncertainty a catalyst for deeper knowing. Your body knows things your conscious mind hasn't caught up to yet, a deep cellular intelligence that precedes rational thought. Those strange physical sensations, the buzzing, the tingling, the sudden rushes of energy, the heightened sensitivity to sounds or light, are not anomalies to be dismissed. They are direct communications from your evolving physical form. The sudden sensitivity to certain foods or environments that never bothered you before is your body's sophisticated feedback system recalibrating its energetic filters, rejecting what no longer serves your higher vibration. The way certain people's energy now feels overwhelmingly dense or discordant, while others feel like an immediate, profound homecoming, is your energetic field becoming more discerning, a finely tuned instrument responding to vibrational alignment. Your cellular structure is literally rewiring itself, upgrading its operating system to match the higher frequency of who you are profoundly becoming. It's a bio-spiritual upgrade in real time, preparing your temple to hold more light. You're not the same person who began this journey, even though you might still be wearing the same life from the outside, the same clothes, the same job, the same social roles. Something fundamental, something irrevocably profound has shifted within the very core of your being, altering the way you process and experience reality. Colors might seem more vivid, as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes, revealing the vibrant spectrum of existence in its full glory. Synchronicities are multiplying, appearing not as random coincidences, but as cosmic winks, sacred breadcrumbs guiding your path, affirming your connection to an intelligent universe. Dreams are becoming more lucid, more meaningful, serving as direct portals to higher guidance and deep subconscious healing. Time itself feels different, no longer linear but fluid, expansive, as if you're operating on a multidimensional rhythm that subtly, yet profoundly, doesn't quite match the linear cadence of the world around you. This is precisely what happens when your original divine blueprint, your soul's pristine architectural design, begins to override the dense layers of limitations you've been carrying, the inherited traumas, the societal imprints, the self-imposed boundaries. Your soul is remembering its true, boundless capacity, shedding the illusion of smallness. Simultaneously, your human experience is being upgraded to match this awakened state, expanding your perception, your abilities, and your potential. What once felt utterly impossible now whispers tantalizingly at the edge of possibility, beckoning you forward. What once felt utterly foreign, like a language you couldn't speak, now carries the deep, resonant hum of profound familiarity, a forgotten melody from a timeless past that your soul recognizes as its own. The restlessness you feel, that deep internal yearning and incessant stirring, isn't a sign that you should be doing more, pushing harder, or striving endlessly. Rather, it is the pure, potent energy of transformation itself, a sacred fire moving through every cell, every breath, every single heartbeat of your being. You are quite literally being rebuilt from the inside out, undergoing a profound internal alchemy, like a star forming from primordial dust. And this level of fundamental cellular change requires enormous amounts of vital life force and intense expenditure of energetic resources. Trust with every fiber of your being that your system, your higher self, your innate wisdom knows exactly what it's doing, orchestrating this grand symphony of awakening, even when your logical mind can't fully grasp the intricate mystical logic. Surrender to this divine intelligence. Let me walk you through what's actually happening, the distinct phases of this sacred unfolding, so you can finally stop fighting the powerful current and instead joyfully, consciously, and courageously start flowing with it, allowing it to carry you to your destined shores. The first wave of recognition often comes as a deep, undeniable dissatisfaction with everything that used to feel normal, stable, and acceptable. Your old routines, once comforting, suddenly feel hollow, echoing with an emptiness you can no longer ignore. Conversations that used to engage your intellect or emotions now feel superficial, like trying to quench a deep thirst with shallow sips. The life you've meticulously built and been living suddenly feels undeniably too small, too restrictive, too confined to contain the vast, magnificent consciousness that is rapidly growing and expanding inside you. This isn't ingratitude or a failure on your part. This is your soul, like a burgeoning oak tree, simply outgrowing its old container, needing more space to stretch its roots and branches towards the heavens. It is a natural, organic process of spiritual evolution. The very waters of your being are teaching you a profound, ancient lesson. You cannot pour new, expansive consciousness into old, rigid patterns without bursting the seams. Something has to give way, something must be released. And that something is usually the deeply ingrained protective version of yourself you've been safeguarding out of habit, fear, or obligation rather than genuine love and authentic alignment. This phase asks for tremendous courage, a lion-hearted bravery, because it means consciously releasing your tenacious grip on who you thought you were supposed to be, the identity meticulously crafted for external approval, and stepping into the uncharted territory of who you truly are. It is the dismantling of the egoic fortress, brick by sacred brick. Next comes the phase most starseeds find the most challenging, the most confusing, because nothing seems to be overtly happening on the surface. To the external observer, and often even to your own impatient mind, there appears to be a profound stillness, a deceptive quietude. Yet, underneath it all, everything is powerfully shifting, transforming, and realigning. Like a majestic river that appears placid and unmoving on top, while incredibly powerful, unseen currents surge and carve new depths below. Your transformation is working at profound levels you cannot yet perceive with your physical senses. This is precisely when doubt, that insidious, whispering shadow, likes to creep in, sowing seeds of uncertainty, whispering that maybe nothing is truly changing after all, that your feelings were merely fleeting fantasies. This is a crucial test of faith. But stillness is not stagnation. It is integration. It is the sacred pause where the new energies and insights are absorbed, assimilated, and woven into the very fabric of your being. Your nervous system, bombarded with these heightened frequencies, is learning to hold them without burning out, like a delicate electrical grid learning to manage an increased power load. Your emotional body is diligently processing lifetimes of stored energy, ancestral trauma, past life imprints, collective emotional residue, releasing what no longer serves your energetic purity. Your mental body is systematically releasing belief systems, rigid dogmas, and limiting narratives that were never truly aligned with your sovereign divine nature. This deep internal alchemical work, often invisible and unacknowledged by the outside world, is arguably the most important foundational work you will ever undertake in this lifetime. It is the building of your new energetic infrastructure. Then comes the phase where your newly calibrated frequency, your refined vibration, starts to subtly, yet undeniably, affect everything around you, acting like an energetic magnet. People respond to you differently, often without a conscious understanding of why, even though your external behavior may not have overtly changed. Some relationships, no longer vibrating at your new resonance, naturally gracefully drift away, like leaves falling from a tree in autumn, making space for new growth. Others, however, deepen profoundly beyond what you ever thought possible, transforming into soul connections that mirror your own expansion. Your physical environment, your home, your workplace, even the objects you surround yourself with, subtly begin shifting, reflecting and matching your inner changes. And most remarkably, opportunities that feel profoundly aligned, resonating deeply with your soul's truth in ways you've never experienced before, begin to magically appear, as if orchestrated by an unseen hand. This is the beautiful revelation where you realize you are not just transforming for yourself, for your own spiritual liberation. You are anchoring a higher frequency, a divine template that implicitly gives others permission to remember who they really are, to shed their own masks and limitations. Your very presence, without a single word needing to be spoken, becomes a powerful transmission of light and truth. Your authenticity, radiant and unapologetic, becomes potent medicine for weary souls. And your hard-won peace, a deep, unwavering stillness cultivated through your inner work, becomes a sacred refuge for those who are tired of pretending, tired of struggling, and long for a touch of genuine solace. You become a living embodiment of the awakened path. As the DNA activation deepens its hold, permeating every aspect of your being, you begin to trust your inner knowing, your profound intuitive guidance, in ways that would have utterly terrified and confounded your old self. That quiet, subtle voice that always seemed too faint, too nuanced, too ethereal to follow amidst the clamor of the external world, now emerges as your most reliable, unwavering guide, a compass pointing unerringly towards your highest good. Decisions that once required endless, agonizing analysis, weighing pros and cons with logical precision, now feel strikingly obvious, clear, and imbued with an undeniable inner certainty. The path forward, once shrouded in fog, reveals itself not through strenuous thinking or external validation, but through a profound, embodied process of pure feeling, subtle sensing, and deep, inherent knowing. It's like remembering a language you once spoke fluently. Your intuition sharpens to an astonishing degree, evolving into a finely tuned instrument that can sense the nuanced energy behind words, perceiving the true intentions and vibrations beneath superficial appearances. You begin to discern the potential, the hidden possibilities and divine orchestrations embedded within even the most mundane or challenging present circumstances. What once felt like blind guessing or mere speculation now feels like a profound act of remembering, tapping into a vast, ancient reservoir of cosmic wisdom. What once required external validation, seeking approval or confirmation from others, now carries its own undeniable, intrinsic inner authority, an unshakable knowing that emanates from the deepest core of your sovereign being. You become your own oracle, your own guide. Concurrently, the stubborn, deeply ingrained patterns that kept you small, limited and bound by fear begin dissolving without the dramatic, confrontational upheavals you might have expected or even dreaded. Old wounds, once festering and painful, simply lose their energetic charge, fading into distant memories that no longer hold power over your present. Fears that once controlled your choices, dictated your actions, and paralyzed your potential begin to feel irrelevant, like ancient relics from a past life that no longer resonate with your current vibration. Not because you've suddenly become utterly fearless, for fear is a natural human emotion, but because you've become far more afraid of remaining small, of dimming your magnificent light, of failing to step into your authentic power, than you are of the challenges that come with radical expansion. This fear of staying small becomes your most potent catalyst for growth. Finally comes the most profound and liberating phase, where you realize with breathtaking clarity that this entire arduous yet sacred journey was never, ever about becoming someone new, someone different, someone improved. It was, from the very beginning, about remembering who you've always inherently been, divinely perfect and whole beneath the countless layers of conditioning, the painful compromises, the confusing narratives, and the collective amnesia. The DNA activation didn't create your magnificent gifts or bestow new talents upon you. It simply revealed them, peeling back the veils to uncover the latent capacities, the inherent brilliance that was always there, waiting to be rediscovered. It didn't give you a new mission. It lovingly reminded you of the sacred one you consciously chose with immense courage and purpose before you even descended into this earthly incarnation. You're discovering, with each passing day, that your profound sensitivity, once perhaps perceived as a weakness to be overcome or a burden to endure, is in fact an extraordinary superpower to be embraced, cherished, and wielded with wisdom. It is your antenna to higher realms, your capacity for deep empathy, your discernment of subtle energies. Your different, often unconventional way of processing the world and experiencing reality isn't a flaw to be fixed, or an oddity to be conformed. It is a unique, invaluable gift to offer humanity, a fresh perspective, a new paradigm. Your lifelong inability to perfectly fit into what society calls normal wasn't a failure or a sign of inadequacy. It was, in truth, divine preparation for something far more significant, far more expansive, and infinitely more impactful than normal could ever hope to contain. You were always destined for a path less traveled, a life unbound. Here's what the ancient Sirian records, those cosmic repositories of advanced wisdom, specifically reveal about this potent moment you're currently in. Your DNA activation isn't some random, isolated occurrence. It is meticulously timed, a precise cosmic appointment, not just to your individual personal readiness and spiritual evolution, but profoundly connected to what the planet, what collective humanity needs most desperately right now. The elevated consciousness you're anchoring into the Earth's grid, the higher frequency you're stabilizing within your energetic field, the boundless love you're diligently learning to embody and express, all of it is an integral, vital part of a much larger, grander collective awakening that has been patiently building and gaining momentum for generations across star systems and dimensions. You are a key player in this planetary shift. You are not awakening in isolation, a lone pioneer on a solitary journey. You are awakening irrevocably and profoundly as a crucial part of a collective remembering, a vast network of lightworkers, starseeds, and awakened souls that spans countless star systems, interweaves through diverse timelines, and unites across all dimensions. The deep, often bewildering loneliness you may have felt throughout this intensely personal process was never, ever evidence that you were truly alone in the universe. Rather, it was the temporary, necessary energetic disconnection that happens when your frequency rises faster and higher than those immediately around you, creating a vibrational gap. But rest assured, this gap is temporary, and with time, patience, and the continued expansion of planetary consciousness, it will gracefully close as more souls awaken and resonate with your newfound light. The waiting is over. Not because everything around you is suddenly magically perfect, or because all your external circumstances have flawlessly aligned. The waiting is over because you have learned the profound spiritual art of finding perfection, of discovering profound grace within the unfolding process itself, in every messy, beautiful, challenging step. You've released the need to know the entire map, to see the whole path laid out before you before taking that courageous next step forward. You've started to deeply trust that the same magnificent, all-encompassing intelligence that sparked your DNA activation, that breathed the initial divine impulse into your being, is the very same benevolent intelligence that is meticulously guiding it to its glorious completion every single breath of the way. You are held. Your very DNA remembers what your conscious mind, conditioned by earthly experiences, may have temporarily forgotten. Ancient wisdom, cosmic truths, a divine heritage. Your cells, the smallest units of your being, carry an inherent wisdom, a vibrational library of knowledge that your culture, your education, your traditional upbringing could never possibly teach you. And your heart, that sacred chamber within your chest, holds frequencies, vibrational keys, and a depth of unconditional love that your external world is just now beginning to understand, to even conceive of. This profound activation isn't something that is passively happening to you, as if you are merely a recipient. No, it is actively happening through you as an integral expression of who you are for the immense benefit of everyone whose life you beautifully, consciously or unconsciously touch. You are a channel, a conduit of divine light. The profound discomfort you've been experiencing, the intense sensations, the emotional turbulence, the mental recalibrations, is simply your intricate energetic system learning, adapting, and expanding to hold more pure light, more divine consciousness, more potent frequency than it ever has before in this incarnation. Your physical body is quite literally becoming a resilient living bridge between dimensions, a sacred vessel capable of traversing multiple realities. Your mind is transforming into a sophisticated translator, capable of interpreting the subtle whispers and profound insights from higher worlds into coherent understanding. And your heart is becoming an unshakable anchor point for the boundless, transformative love that, when fully embodied, has the power to transmute, heal, and elevate everything it touches. You are becoming a living portal. You don't need to understand every single facet of this grand process all at once to intellectually grasp every nuance and every reason. That level of comprehension will unfold in its own divine timing. For now, you just need to trust, a deep, unwavering, soul-level trust that what is happening is precisely what needs to happen, exactly when it needs to happen, and precisely as it needs to happen. The water, in its inherent wisdom, doesn't question the winding course of the river, doesn't resist the bends or the rapids. It simply flows with graceful surrender, knowing with an ancient memory that the vast, boundless ocean is patiently calling it home, beckoning it back to its source. Allow yourself this same divine surrender, this same innate trust. Tonight, in the quietude of your own sacred space, if it feels profoundly right and resonant, place your hand gently over your heart. Feel the rhythmic beat, the life force within, and with deep reverence and self-compassion, acknowledge what has been true, what has been your inherent reality all along, even when the world tried to convince you otherwise. You are not broken, and in need of being fixed. You are perfect and in the process of being gloriously revealed. You are not lost and desperately needing to be found. You are whole and in the sacred act of being remembered by yourself. You are not lacking and seeking to acquire. You are pure, unadulterated love, and you are being courageously allowed to shine that love without apology, without limitation, without reservation. Embrace your luminosity. The activation, this magnificent unfolding, is not some future event you are passively waiting for, a finish line to be crossed. It is something you are actively living through right now, in this very moment, with every conscious breath you take, with every beat of your magnificent heart, and with every profound moment you consciously choose trust over fear. You are exactly where you need to be, becoming exactly who you came here to be, in perfect divine timing with the benevolent infinite intelligence that lovingly dreamed you into existence. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then, find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section, it's